Well, would you looky here? Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano is coming to the shard shop, finally! And man, time has flown by. The last time we talked about Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum very seriously was back in the beginning of June, end of May, whenever her event was, and then we kind of stopped talking about her because she was a pay-to-play character, and now finally, before September has turned around the corner, she is coming to the shard shop, as it says in the most recent forum post update, link down below in the description if you want to check it out. They talk about territory battles, which sounds like it's coming very soon, a bunch of packs, and Ahsoka Tano is coming into the shard shop. Now, she's not in the shard shop just yet today, most likely it will be tomorrow, but today we are going to talk about whether or not she is worth getting. So when she does go in the shard shop, probably tomorrow, and if you want to get her, you got to hit the ground running with 100% dedication, because most likely she's only going to be in there for 2 weeks, and then afterwards you only can farm her out of the fleet shipments, and we will talk more about that. Now, normally when we do this should you shard shop farm this character series, I just kind of show my little graphic, which I'm showing right now, but today we are going to show some gameplay on my test account that I have, where I have Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum maxed out. This account is mainly meant to test things out for you guys if you want me to try out something. So we're going to take Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano into Arena with some various lineups so you can get an idea if you should go and dedicate your heart to this lovely lady in the shard shop. So let's get into it and check out this first battle where we're going to try and run a wedge team, which is a more common rebel leader for most people. Okay, so we're going into this first battle now, and I like this battle because one, it's Miss Passiert. He's also on this test server, and he's also running Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. So we're gonna both see how she does on both offense and defense. So what I'm gonna do first is most likely let's go and stun their Darth Nihilus. So bada bing, bada boom. All right, so we're running a wedge lead, and what this team is mainly about is just pure damage output, but also there's a lot of health regeneration when you defeat enemies here. So let's go. And we're going to, I was hoping we can try and get rid of all that Terminator from R2, because now they're all stealth, and now I'm in a bit of a trouble most likely. So we can't use my special attack with Luke because of that foresight. So let's go and stun. There we go. We're going to stun Kenobi there so he doesn't do any sort of cleansing and or give retribution. So, all right. So one thing that a lot of people are going to like about Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano, and I will show it eventually. First off, before I go any further, I'm not going to use Meditate just yet. If you don't know, Meditate allows her to steal all the buffs on your side and then go to town on the enemy. But we're not going to do that just yet because there's not enough buffs floating around on my side. So as you see, the AI just used her whirlwind and did a decent amount of damage. So we're going to first use this special from Han Solo, and then we're going to get Ahsoka Tano to come in and snag all those debuffs, or all those buffs off of her, all these characters that are here. So, all right, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm trying not to critically hit anyone else here. Let's go and put buff immunity on General Kenobi. So one thing I'm noticing a lot, people are starting to use Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano more in Arena, mainly because of Commander Luke Skywalker and the fact that when his leadership causes her to counterattack, it's pretty deadly. So their Kenobi is out of the picture. So now let's work on their Darth Nihilus, because he's kind of standing out in the open. All right, let's go snag some of these buffs on the field. And now, since she got a lot of buffs, she got a lot of Terminator. So let's try, let's try and see how much damage we can do to R2-D2. Here we go. Woo! All right, so we pretty much chopped away all of his protection. Now, in my book, originally when I reviewed this character when she came out, I ranked her as a Grandmaster, and for good reasons. Mainly because of the fact that, when she is in the right circumstance, the right lineup, she can be, in my opinion, one of the most deadly attackers in this game, because when you have all these buffs, she can just go to town and slice away your team. Let's just work on getting R2 out of here, because I don't want him stunning anymore. Beautiful. All right. Let's see, how's Luke doing? All right, we don't need to use call to action here. Boy. All right, let's get rid of that foresight so she has one less buff here. All right, so she did a little bit of damage, not too much. The one problem is, the reason why I knocked her down from Grandmaster to Master is because of the fact she's way too dependent on having a lot of good buffs. And if you don't have a team that has a lot of good buffs, she's not going to be that good. And plus, the AI doesn't know quite how to get Meditate and then her Whirlwind to work. As you see, I kind of prepared it correctly. She has plenty of buffs. Let's see how much damage we can do to Luke Skywalker here. Woo! That is what I'm talking about. If I had a little bit more buffs on her, or perhaps if I put critical damage mods on her, this would have been an almost instant kill right there. That is the power of a Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. She's a very fabulous character, and there we go. This was a team that didn't have Darth Nihilus or too many other crazy characters. Yes, we had Commander Luke Skywalker, he's bonkers. But I'm just trying to showcase some teams that she will be in nowadays. So that is example number 1. Let's get into the second battle, and we're gonna try an Admiral Ackbar lead now. Okie dokie, battle number 2 coming up. We took out Han Solo. We're tossing in R2-D2 because of the fact that R2 should be helpful to put everyone under stealth. All right, well, they actually did their stealth first. And the reason why we're using Admiral Ackbar is because we want to trigger a bunch of bonus attacks. So we're gonna do call to action, get someone to assist. Ahsoka did the assist off that because of Ackbar's leadership. Let's go. There we go. Chop away at all of that tenacity, as well as the we got buff immunity on. Now there's not enough buffs on the field to quite use meditate yet, I think. So we're gonna hold off on meditate, use their basic, give someone plus 25 or give them some protection. All right, now we're gonna use tactical genius. Now we should be able to get someone to call in 2 attacks. So we're gonna first use Kenobi's special. We got Ackbar to assist because of his leadership, and hopefully now we're gonna transition into Kenobi going, and oh, we didn't get it. We didn't get him out. The reason why we use his special, because when you have tactical genius on and you use someone's special, they go and gain 100% turn meter and they can attack again. So now their Nihilus is causing troubles here. Here we go. Their Kenobi is out of the picture, so now they don't really have any tanks. We're gonna work on Captain Rex now because he's gonna be the weakling in this lineup. He's a great character, but the problem with Captain Rex right now is that he's very flimsy. One good hit and he's out of the picture. So there we go. Now we're gonna meditate. There we go. See, this is why Admiral Ackbar's leadership can be helpful. In the times you can't use an attack, like let's say we're using meditate to prepare for our next attack, you can call in a big attacker like Commander Luke and wipe out the character you are looking at. So let's work on Darth Nihilus because he is eventually gonna cause problems. So we got a good portion of his protection out of the way. Normally we can get a little bit better, but let's see. Give Kenobi he's gonna be standing out in the open. Let's keep working on Darth Nihilus. Bada bing, bada boom. And there we go. Darth Nihilus out of the picture, and we should be able to just auto this battle now. So let's go and auto, and now we should be in a much better situation. So another example how Ahsoka can work in some random lineups such as Admiral Ackbar. And after this, we're going to try out a Commander Luke Skywalker team, which is going to be one of the more popular lineups for Ahsoka Tano right now because of the fact that she gets a lot of counterattacks, gives protection when she uses her basic on those counterattacks. It's a really good character for a lot of these rebel teams nowadays. Look, we just took out Grand Admiral Thrawn with the whirlwind here. As long as you have a team that has a lot of buffs that even the AI can't mess with because they're spreading buffs around, your Ahsoka's gonna work a lot better on defense because of the fact she's not timing it right, but even when she's using it, there's always buffs on the field. So there we go. A second battle. We defeated another meta team right now of Captain Rex. Let's go into another one. We'll do a third battle, go up against Mobile Gamers team and see how that does. Battle number 3 up against Mobile Gamers team. And the problem with these rebels right now, they're amazing. They're amazing for so many things, but when there is a Barriss on the other team, they seem to have a lot of problems because of the fact that they just do a lot of critical damage dealing attacks, and then Barriss just kind of nullifies their damage and does a passive heal because of her Zeta. So we're gonna first stun R2 so he can't go around giving stealth, and then we're stuck with only Kenobi here. All right, there we go. There we go. We got a stealth, or we got a stun on R2. Let's use call to action. And with Commander Luke Skywalker's team, pretty much the main thing you're looking for is the fact that he can have rebels counterattack. So there we go. Getting everyone to counterattack. Look, because of Darth Nihilus' AoE, everyone just came and did a counterattack, which is a really powerful thing. So as you see, we did a lot of damage from Han Solo, but the problem is Barriss is nullifying most of that damage, and we can't get through Kenobi's health. So the only hope I really have right now is 2 things. Try to get Barriss out really early, or we can use Meditate, hopefully get some damage output, and maybe wipe out Kenobi fast enough. Because look, we just pretty much gave Kenobi full health because of my counterattack. All right, we're going to try this out. I'm not sure if this will actually even scratch Kenobi. So yes, see, that's the problem. Barriss is a very powerful passive character to help out your team. So the only hope we have right now is to try put buff immunity on Kenobi, put critical damage immunity on Barriss because of Kenobi's passive, and then just churn away damage on Barriss because she won't be able to help herself out. situation. We can't get through to anyone's health because of Barris's Zeta. So let's speed this up a little bit. So that's the biggest issue. So if you are going to farm her, that's one thing you have to keep in mind, because look, it looks like we did nothing to this team, yet we spent the full 5 minutes messing around and fiddling with trying to get Kenobi's taunt under control and trying to get Barris out of the picture. So it's a very tough, this is a very tough lineup, and we don't have healing immunity on any of these characters. So that's kind of the big tip for today. After this battle, we're going to wrap up our discussion on what I think about this character and if you should shard shop farm them. So let it finish out, and we will get going from there. So what did we learn today? We learned a couple of things. Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano is an amazing attacker when you set up the battlefield in your favor. You have a team that gives out a lot of buffs, you have a lot of damage dealing characters, or a character that promotes a lot of damage, such as Wedge or Commander Luke Skywalker. But as we saw, there are some big weaknesses to Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano. Problem number one is that if you don't have a team that has a lot of buffs, Ahsoka might not be the best character, because then you're sitting there trying to wait too long to use Meditate at the right time and then use Whirlwind at the right time. If you use Meditate too early, her damage attack for Whirlwind is not going to be that great. So overall, how would I rate this character for the Shard Shop? I'm going to give her 3 stars. She's a good investment, not the best investment like someone like Darth Nihilus, but she's going to be a solid character nonetheless. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you want the full guide on how to farm stuff out of the Shard Shop for a free-to-play player, there's a card in the top right corner. Click on that, it will take you to my video. I talk about everything you need to know about Shard Shop farming a character. And also be sure to like this video if you did enjoy it, subscribe so you're not missing a thing. Territory Battles is coming, winter is coming guys, so be ready, and we will talk again very soon. Peace out!